Hi guys! What's up and welcome to today's video, which is a clay time challenge. And as you guys probably know by now, in these videos I try to make something in clay many times, but using different time limits. And here are some of the designs that I've made in the past. But since Halloween is coming up soon, I wanted to do something in that theme. So here is the design for today's challenge. A little ghost that also glows in the dark. So this is what it looks like without using any time limit. But now let's find out what it will look like if I make it in 10 minutes and then all the way down to just 10 seconds. And by the way, if you like these types of videos, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because if you guys want to, I could make more videos like this one in the future. But anyways, let's get started with 10 minutes. 10 minutes was actually a perfect time to create a little ghost like this one, so I wasn't really in a rush for this first time limit. But as you can see, I started out by creating a basic shape of the ghost using glow-in-the-dark clay. And once I was done with the body of the ghost, I started to make the bow using light pink clay. And I did that by making 3 small balls in polymer clay. And I then turned 2 of them into triangles. And after that I gave them some details using a knife and put on the middle piece, and then the bow was done. And after that I made the 2 little arms for the ghost and I put them on. And I then used the dotting tool to make the indents where the eyes will be. And before I started using the black clay, I made a couple of tiny balls using the light clay. And after that I took the black clay to make the eyes and the mouth. And the reason why I'm doing this last is because the black clay tends to stain my fingers a bit and I don't want to make the light clay dirty. So then I used the last minute or so to put on all of the face details on the ghost. But with not that much time left, I realized that I had forgotten to make the cheeks for the ghost, so here I am doing that. And this is the final result for the 10-minute ghost. It looks a lot like the original one, and I think that this design is perfect if you want to create something in 10 minutes. But let's make things a little bit more difficult with a time limit of 5 minutes. And this time was actually enough to make the same steps as with the previous one. So here I am making the body of the ghost again, and then I made the arms. And after that I made the parts for the bow and the cheeks using the light pink clay. And then I put on the arms, made indents for the eyes, and started to create the bow. And once the bow was done, I had about 1 minute left to make the face. So here I am taking some black clay to make the eyes and the mouth. And with about 10 seconds left, I added the cheeks and also some shimmer to the eyes. And finally, here is how the 5-minute one turned out. I think that this one looks pretty good and it's really similar to the other two. But now it's time for the next time limit, which is just 2 minutes. And this is when things started to get a bit stressful, but I still wanted to do as many steps as possible. So here I am starting out the exact same way as with the other ones, with the body using the glow-in-the-dark clay. And I also made the arms, I put them on, made indents for the eyes, and then I started doing the bow. I put it together and I even used my knife to make those little details for the bow. And lastly, it was time to make the face. So here I'm making the mouth and the eyes using black clay. And then time was up, and here is the 2-minute ghost. It's a bit smaller than the other ones and has a bit less details to it, but I still think that it turned out pretty cute. But now it is time to cut the time in half again and try the same design, but in just 1 minute. So I started a timer and I used the first 15 seconds or so to make the body for the ghost. And this time I skipped the arms and went straight to the bow, this time using a more simple method to create it. And lastly, I made the eyes and a mouth. And here you can see the finished 1-minute ghost. As you can see, it is not as detailed and it doesn't have any arms, but I think it's still a pretty cute little ghost. And next time is 30 seconds. And obviously this is a very short time limit, so this time I went straight for the eyes. And then I used the last 10 seconds to make the little mouth. And this is the 30-second ghost. Not perfect, but still pretty cute. This one actually kind of reminds me of the first ever episode of Kawaii Friday. I think I made it in 2011, and the design that I did was a ghost somewhat similar to this one. But I'm pretty sure that I used way more than half a minute to create that one. And now, as if 30 seconds wasn't short enough, let's make one more try, but this time I'm setting the timer to just 10 seconds. So for this one, I started out by using about half of the time to create the body. And then I made the eyes, as you can see. And as you can see, I might have cheated a little bit and I used an extra second to just put on the last eye. But anyways, here is the final 10-second result. I actually really like this one. I love how small it is and also the fact that the eyes have different shapes to them. Pretty adorable. But now that I've tried out all of these different times, it is time for the last part, which is kind of my favorite part of the video, which is to compare the results. So here is how all of the ghosts ended up looking like. But anyways, that was everything for this ghost-themed time challenge. I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you would want to try out this challenge too, you can always do that, and if you want to, you can even use the hashtag ClayTimeChallenge if you want to share your work, for example on Instagram. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!